Taylor Allison Swift is an American singer, songwriter, producer, and actress who has become one of the most influential artists of the 21st century. She was born on December 13, 1989, in Reading, Pennsylvania, USA, to Scott Kingsley Swift, a financial advisor, and Andrea Gardner Swift, a homemaker and former marketing executive. Taylor spent her early childhood on a Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania, where she developed creativity and a deep connection with storytelling. From an early age, Taylor showed interest in music and performance. She attended Alvernia Montessori School and later studied at West Reading Elementary Center and Wyomissing area, junior-senior high school. At the age of 9, she became interested in musical theater and began performing in local theater productions. Her family supported her passion, and she regularly traveled to New York City to take professional singing and acting lessons. Taylor was heavily inspired by country music, artists such as Shania Twain and Faith Hill. She started performing at local fairs, festivals, cafes, and karaoke competitions. Realizing her dedication to music, her family moved to Nashville, Tennessee, the heart of country music, to help her pursue a professional career. In 2006, at the age of 16, Taylor released her self-titled debut album, Taylor Swift under Big Machine Records. The album featured songs written during her early teenage years and focused on love, relationships, and teenage emotions. Singles like Tim McGraw, Teardrops on My Guitar, and Our Song gained massive popularity and established her as a rising country music star. Her second album, Fearless, released in 2008, marked a turning point in her career. The album included hit songs such as Love Story and You Belong With Me, which achieved international success. Fearless debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and became one of the best-selling albums of the year. Taylor became the youngest artist to win Album of the Year at the Academy of Country Music Awards. In 2010, Taylor released her third album, Speak Now, entirely written by herself, showcasing her songwriting ability. The album received critical acclaim and led to a successful world tour. The same year, she made her acting debut in the film Valentine's Day. Her fourth album, Red, 2012, represented a musical transition from country to pop, experimenting with new sounds like pop rock and electronic music. The single, We Are Never Ever Getting Back, together became her first #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100. In 2014, Taylor released 1989, her first official pop album, inspired by 1980s music. The album was a global success, producing chart-topping singles such as Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Bad Blood. She became the first female artist to have 3 albums, sell over 1 million copies in their first week in the United States. The 1989 World Tour grossed over $250 million. In 2017, Taylor released Reputation, an album that reflected media controversies and personal experiences. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and broke multiple sales records. Throughout her career, Taylor Swift has won numerous awards, including multiple Grammy Awards, Billboard Music Awards, American Music Awards, and an Emmy Award. She is widely recognized for her storytelling songwriting style and has been inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. In her personal life, Taylor has often been in the public eye due to her relationships and media attention. In 2015, her mother, Andrea Swift, was diagnosed with cancer, which deeply affected her. Taylor later promoted cancer awareness and encouraged regular health checkups. Beyond music, Taylor Swift is known for her philanthropy, supporting education, disaster relief, and children's hospitals. Today, she stands as one of the most powerful and successful figures in global entertainment, influencing music, fashion, and modern pop culture. Apology undeterred, Swift went on to win 4 Grammys with her album Fearless, her most surreal career moment. To date, at age 20, she was the youngest person to win Album of the Year, but because of her young age, people now criticized her, claiming Taylor Swift's songwriting was only good because she worked with co-writers to silence the doubters. Taylor wrote all 17 tracks on her third record, Speak Now, by herself. She also co-produced every song and directed parts of the music videos. The album was a huge success, debuting at #1 on Billboard 200. Again, she won numerous awards, and this tendency became a habit. The unstoppable Taylor Swift, never shied away from hard work. Constant improvement was the only way forward. With every new release and every public appearance, she had to prove herself to the media, to other celebrities, and to her fans in her first acting role in the 2009 movie Valentine's Day. Critics complimented her potential, but said she lacked experience and that she needed a skilled director to tamper down and channel her enthusiasm. When she appeared in an episode of CSI, the role of a rebellious teenager suited her better. In the span of 6 months, the country starlet learned how to be a celebrity at TV appearances. She established herself as a funny and likable character. Entertainment Weekly described her as one of the season's best Saturday Night Live hosts. She helped the rest of the cast nail their punchlines and appeared very camera-friendly. USA Today wrote that the criticism of 2010 made her a better songwriter and live performer. During this time, she experimented with her sound, moving away from country pop more toward alternative rock and bubblegum pop. She even went so far as to incorporate a 26-piece orchestra into one of her songs. Her label Big Machine was very happy with the way her career was going. I'm always going to root for her, She's brilliant. We had a historic R, so to honor her achievement, Scott Barretta presented her with a plaque. Taylor's 2012 album, Red, was another mainstream success and became the soundtrack of a generation as one of the most prolific songwriters of the 21st. In Taylor Swift's career, there have been several controversies and public challenges that gained major media attention. One of the most famous incidents happened at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards when Kanye West interrupted her acceptance speech, which brought her worldwide attention. Over the years, her personal relationships and song themes were often discussed and criticized by the media. In 2016, a public controversy on social media led her to step away from the spotlight for some time. These experiences later inspired her album Reputation, where she addressed criticism and public perception through her music. Despite controversies, she continued to grow stronger and achieved even greater success.